Oh, nice hat.
Thank you.
I'm gonna change mine, man. I think mine's just cooler though. What does it say? Chill dad. See that?
Ah.
Wait. Let me play my favorite. I can't say my favorite. This is the song that introduced me to Sugar. Check this out.
How them take sugar for do lad?
Bop bop bop.
I can't manage.
Oh shucks, Uncle Claire. I need my lighter, bro.
Alright. The amount of man me see before me, I tell me how much them want to love up and adore me. Them pocket buff and know it cock off. I tell me how them want to carry me pan the ends go lock off. Just show them see me with me hips and all my pretty face. Them think me nice, but them no know me's not a pretty case. Me no want a man to come and lay down one before the day done. You make me ball. Come I want a bedroom punisher in a me bedroom. Want a long map, no want no dead room. Want a man what can't hold me. I beg him forward and him not come. Want a bedroom punisher in a me bedroom. Want a long map, no want no dead room.
That song back in the day made me step my game up. I'm like, oh, I got to step my game up after hearing that, right? Welcome, my sister.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, it's such a pleasure. This was a real sexy EP, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, said
Thank
I
you.
love you, but I lie. Tell me a lie, wet dream, talk my mind. That whole EP right there was like, you better step your game up, Uncle Ed. You can't come in here playing, bro. Most definitely. So you started at 14 you were singing in like hotels and stuff?
Yeah, well, even before then, I was singing because I would be a part of my school choir,
Okay.
church choir, stuff like that. But then while I was in high school, I had other friends who were already going to the studios and meeting musicians and stuff like that. So I started hanging out with them. And that's when I met, some musicians from Montego Bay who, they were playing in hotels and the circuit in
Ah,
Montego Bay.
right.
So that was my introduction to the hotel circuit.
So the hotels as far as when tourists come in, because when I go vacation, you'll have folks and you have a reggae band. It may not be a big name that you know, but like, man, these folks are jamming.
Yeah,
And you're doing
yeah,
a lot of like cover
fine.
songs and stuff. Yeah. Cool vibes,
That's
man.
fine.
So your mom is Seventh Day Adventist.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle L know because I mean at least three or four artists. I can't remember who was it. I know it was Mortimer.
Black Hero, I believe.
Yeah,
With
maybe Samurai too. I can't remember. But they all came from a Seventh Day Adventist background. You know, I remember those days, man. From Friday evening sunset. That's it, partner.
Yeah. Oh, you sound like you grew up in a Seventh Day Adventist home.
Yeah, the whole family, man, in Trinidad and Tobago, man. Seventh Day Adventist, mad on Saturday. Can't watch
Sunset
no
to
TV.
sunset makes
Yes,
another day. So
yeah,
Friday evening, is devotion time.
that's it.
Sabbath, you have to wake up early and get to church before 9 o'clock. And it's church all day until the sun sets.
Until the sunset, I was like, man, yo, we went to church in the morning. I got to go back in the evening at 4 o'clock too. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man. You
Yeah,
know,
for AY, you have to go.
exactly. But it instilled some things in me that I'm glad I was in it. It's the core of me. You know what I mean? Nowadays, I don't go as much, but the core of me, right? So let's
Yeah.
take it on to Digicel. Who's the one that told you about Digicel? Because you killed that. I was trying to find that clip, man, but I'm not
Yeah.
skilled enough to play it on here.
I think when I entered that competition, I was working on the hip strip in Montego Bay at a place called Coral Cliff. And the musicians there would encourage me. One in particular, Zena. He is Zena Birch, the brother of Birch, the musician.
Okay.
So we played there together, and he would often encourage me to, you are still young. Don't get stuck in the hotels like us,
Right.
Write your songs. You are very funny. You're always saying some creative things. Put it in the music and, put out some songs.
Wow. Man, I didn't realize that though. You just hit me to something because I didn't think about it like that, right? Like you doing a hotel scene, you can get stuck there just doing that and never really
Yeah,
get to
a lot
branch
of
out.
people do because I mean it pays. Sometimes depending on how you're doing as a professional artist,
Right.
you might get even more money singing in the hotels because you get your pay every week. I was good. Every week I get my pay.
Yeah.
I know back then it was like $6,000 a night. That would be like 50 US a
Wow.
night. And it wouldn't be for the entire night, just like 2 hours, 3 hours, and sometimes I would be working at more than one place.
Right.
But I would finish working at Ritz-Carlton and go over to Coral Cliff, down by Jack Tar, run two tune and all a vibe,
Yeah.
collect my money.
And you do
So
it
at the end of the week, I was rich.
rich. Rich we say. And you're doing what you love too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Bust a one tune, bust a two tune, and you ride out and gone. Go ahead,
All a
Uncle.
vibe, ride out and have my money and thing. Before you knew it, I bought my car,
Wow.
I rented my first apartment. And I was living the life.
Living the life, man.
Yeah.
Right. But you must have seen something more with your talent and because I think from there I saw in your bio you actually got an opportunity to tour with Tanya Stephens.
Right.
So she must have seen something in you. So talk about like how that all happened.
Tanya Stephens, again, it was the musicians I was working with in Mobi. Two of them were already working with Tanya Stephens, touring with her. And she had just released her album Revolution and was about to go on her Revolution tour. However, she had a band, but there were no background singers. So a friend of mine who was closer to the musicians than I was, she reached out to me because we linked up at a little rehearsal spot. That's where I met her. We linked up at that little rehearsal spot, and from there we started hanging out. And so when she got the call that Tanya was looking for background singers, she called me. And we sat down together and we worked out all the songs, And then we went, Tanya had a rehearsal in Mobi and we went to the rehearsal behind the mics and it was a nice sound. And so before you know it, they were talking about going on tour in 2 weeks. I mean, I said,
Wow.
but me don't have no passport. I didn't have a passport. Because honestly, just picture this, a country girl,
Right.
Mobi is not the city. We have a lot of musicians in Mobi, but mainly hotel musicians.
Right.
I didn't know that they were touring until I met them. I didn't know what was possible, And so even though I had this love for music, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Never know say all of this would happen. And so I wasn't prepared. However, when I was told that we were gonna go on tour in 2 weeks, I said, "What? This now miss me." So the next day I was on it, and I got my passport express, like 7 days. You have to pay money for that doing but like I said, I did rich because I was working.
Rich we say.
So yes, I paid for an express passport, and before you know it, I was on a private jet. My first trip, out of Jamaica, was on a private jet to Martinique, a French island, and it was an awesome, awesome experience. I learned a lot from that trip because one of the things I learned, not to stray from the discussion, but just to share, because sometimes people see a whole heap of glitter and glam and it looks beautiful, like Buju Banton says, it's not an easy road.
Right.
Because we were also excited to leave on this private jet, champagne and nuts and space. But when we got there, things weren't so nice.
Wow.
Things weren't so nice because the promoter, he you know, and that's why sometimes artists make sure before they even go on stage or before they do anything, they deal with the business first.
Right.
So after the show, we didn't hear from him anymore, and we didn't have return tickets to come back to Jamaica. We thought we were gonna come back home on this flight. No. So we were staying in a lovely hotel. After the show, everything went to shambles. So we had to just downgrade and find 2 liquor room, you know, stuff like that. So early lessons for my career.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that tour took you, I read somewhere that tour took you to Europe and Africa and
It did.
Okay.
It did. I went to Europe that same year.
which part of Europe?
Everywhere. We were in Germany, Italy. Yeah, man. I was very bossy, you know, on the boat when we went to Venice. Yeah. It was very cold, but it was nice. It was like living the dream, you know. You see these things in the movies.
Right.
They
Right.
have the top lights on the water, you know, so to direct the different boats. So there was a show in Venice, but it's a city on water, so we travel by boats. And you know, when we got to the place, there were horses and carriages and stuff like that. It was almost like I was in a medieval movie.
Wow.
So, you know, those experiences were so beautiful. We went to Switzerland. We did a mountain show up in France. Oh my God, beautiful. We were everywhere. And it was all so beautiful.
You know,
I saw snow for the first time.
I remember my first time seeing snow in DC. That was funny. Because, you know, from inside, it looked warm. From inside, the sun was shining, it was snowing. I ran out there with my underwear and no shirt on. I was like, oh, this is not Trinidad. You know?
Right?
So, wait, they had stoplights actually in the water for the boats to stop, just like on the street. Wow.
Because there were many boats, you know, going in different directions and you don't want to crash. Just like driving on the road. So you would have a red light here and you stop so that the ones going in another direction or crossing over, you know, they could go. And then you get a green light when it's your time. Beautiful.
Wow. Would you say that's one of the places you enjoy the most? Because by this time now, at this point in your career, you toured all over the world. So if you was to pick, I don't know, a region or a city, what was your favorite place to be and perform?
Really, really enjoyed Africa.
Wow, nice.
Africa. We went to Africa for 2 shows. One was in Tanzania and one was in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
And when we arrived first in Tanzania, I was like, oh my God, wow. And Africa, this wouldn't show up here hungry belly people. And
Come on, man,
like,
yeah.
nobody no live in Africa more than some liquor, maga, big belly people.
Right.
Because that's all we used to see. But when I got there, I said, no man, this is the richest place in the world.
Yeah.
You can see riches on the place. Yeah, man.
And it seems like when an artist, especially a reggae artist, I don't know about other artists, but the videos that I've seen, it seems like when a reggae artist go to Africa, they get treated like royalty.
Yeah. It's
You
true.
know what I mean?
True,
Wow.
man. People chasing the cars.
Yeah.
You know, they take your bags. They're receptive. Believe me. In the clubs, you know, everybody's dancing with you. Everybody's friendly. Aggressive, bad dueno.
Me and my sister.
Hello. What do you mean? What is it? What do you mean? Eh? But they're not. They're just being. That's how they are.
Right.
You know.
Right. So leaving that sort of fanfare, right? And then you get back to Jamaica and you look around like, hey, I'm here. Like, do it make you feel sometime? And this is an honest question, right? When you go back home, like, man, you guys don't appreciate me as when I go overseas. Don't get in trouble, but
Yeah.
you know.
No. Yeah. But I understand.
Yeah.
Because a king is never crowned in their homeland. It always takes somebody else to see how great you are, or to just show appreciation.
That's true. And
Yeah, it's
I have a
true.
theory, right? Now go ahead. Sorry.
But you know what it is though? It's a tough schooling,
Yeah.
Jamaica. But
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good because it pushes you to be your best at all time, because them tough. But I've also learned that you don't belong everywhere, and not everywhere you're supposed to take on. Last night I was in studio with Busy Signal and my good friend Bling Dog,
Right.
and we were having this conversation. I'm Busy as a veteran artist for me.
Right.
I'm a brother that. And he said something I'm really looking into it. That's something that we know already still, but a lot of artists don't really take these things into consideration, because you might just chase the dollar, and we all need money to survive. But he said to me, whenever a promoter is trying to book him for a show, there are questions that are asked before he considers confirming the dates with them. Who else is gonna be on the show?
Wow.
Who else is gonna be on the show? You understand? Because then that will tell you, okay, if you have this artist, that artist on the show, you know what kind of audience to expect.
Right.
Because they will pull this type of crowd. And do you think you want to perform for that crowd? Do you think that crowd will appreciate your art? Stuff like that. And I think that is truly important, because we don't feel like we belong everywhere. That's why when you have certain show, you have some fest, them have dance all night,
Right.
and them have international night, them have this night. So it tells the audience that, okay, this is the artist that's performing, and whichever night. So all right, I know which night I want to go because of who is on that night. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that is important, and that is something I will take into consideration, because me not belong everywhere. And I said that because, recently I was attending a show in New York, and Marcia Griffiths was on this show. However, Jada Kingdom was also on this show. And
That's a stretch.
bunch of other people. But that's a night and day.
Right.
That a night and day. Because fear time, I don't kill what you do, that's not what I'm here to do. But
Exactly.
I'm saying, you do this and she do this. And I was trying to make my way backstage. However, I wasn't performing on the show, but I was there for Marcia, because I just so I love her very
Reggae
much.
royalty.
Yeah. And I was making my way backstage, but we couldn't find the backstage entrance. So we ended up in the audience at the front, and the people them, trust me, the energy that they had, it said, okay, I am here to see Jada Kingdom. That kind of energy. The people them start telling me about my mother. They start, and they don't, I'm telling you, these are people, them not have to know you. It doesn't matter who you are. Just the energy what they in them.
Right.
You understand? So, me not really mingle with certain energy. You want to know who is gonna be there. Is a demon or an angel? Or who?
Real talk.
You understand?
Real talk. I want to
So where does Shuga belong?
Oh yeah,
Say
good question.
again?
No, I said where does Shuga belong? You kind of explain
Where
where.
do I belong? Okay. I can perform anywhere, because I'm not gonna beat my chest, but I made it a practice to. All right, if you've watched the talent competition Digicel Rising Star, and if you
Yes.
understand my journey coming from singing in the hotels and all of that, then you would know that once you do that, you have to be able to stand in front of anybody. So it's not that I can, but it's just that I choose not to. You understand? Because I took a moment of isolation to really self-search and understand myself, and where I think I belong, who I want to be, stuff like that. Because it's not just about going out there and just mingle with every water that you see. You understand? Not for me. That's not what it is for me. So after that self-search, because when I just went to Kingston, it was very challenging for me. Very challenging with everybody. It was like a tug and war. Everybody telling me, like, hey, you need to do this. You can't DJ, you need to be the next Lady Soul. Oh, you need to be the next Queen Africa. You need to do this. You understand? So I couldn't hear myself. I couldn't hear my thoughts. I didn't know what to do, what I wanted to do, who I was. Because just looking at trends and trying to fit into what's there, you lose your whole self.
Yeah, I think that's an artist killer, me personally.
Yeah. So I took away myself. I went back home to my mother's house, mommy and daddy. I went back home and with my siblings, we roast breadfruit and cook down some salt mackerel in a coconut milk and just hold back a vibe and chat and laugh. And, from there, I started to find myself again. And that love that I got from that family love, right. It feels like a rebirth, because now I sing relatable things. I'm not just writing a song because, okay, this art, the topic you're at.
Right.
Understand? No, it's not that. I feel, for me, music is a beat for every mood and a melody for each emotion, so it matters where I'm placed. You understand? It means something to me. When I stand before an audience, I'm gonna always deliver something with a message. Love is gonna be a part of it. I'm gonna salute the icon them, I have to salute Marcia Griffiths, the trees. That is just something that I do. I'm gonna say equal opportunity for female entertainers, because of course I know that it seems like a trend to highlight certain things, certain behaviors, but put others aside. Or you see this slowly moving. And I know that there are other females in the industry who feel as though they are going nowhere, because, I've been there. But I don't feel that way anymore.
Right.
Right now, I say one cocoa full basket. And if I 3 somebody, if I 5 somebody, I work with that, and next year we turn into 10, and I take time to work my way up. I not focus on them something anymore, because trust me, them things that will lead you astray and make you do the things that you really don't want to do, but because you want to be a trending artist, and that's right. What you see trending artists doing, you start lose your way and lose yourself. So to get back to your question, where I think I belong, put me on a show with a burning spear.
Yeah, man.
Busy Signal, Marcia Griffiths, put me on them type of show there.
Nice.
Buju Bantan, me could have opened for your Buju. Put me out there, but I don't want to be on shows where, me no want the disrespect. No buckle flinging and there's something, no. I like an audience who they'll stand and listen if they don't know the songs, and them quiet, that's okay. But by next year, then we say, hey, I saw her one time and she was really good.
Right.
Understand? Vibe like that.
I want to take it back to Digicel Rising Stars for a minute. First of all, that hairstyle was banging. The blonde hair with the... You seem like you always. What is this color? Is this blonde right here? Because back then that was a blonde hairstyle. But I'm just joking. But the confidence, bro. So when you first got on Digicel Rising Star, was your attitude, I'm gonna win this, or was your attitude like, oh man, I don't. What was your vibe and your attitude? Because on stage, on stage, it looked like you were confident you were gonna win all the way.
No. Listen, I always feel like a winner, but you know what it is? I'm very shy, I'm very, very shy. And I think this is because I want to do my best. I want to always have a great presentation.
Right.
So even for that Rising Star audition, on that day, the same musician who encouraged me to go. It was raining the day, and when I went to the audition, I was like, listen, so many people, why would they choose me? So I left.
Oh, really?
When I left, I walked right into Birch. And he said, your audition already? And I was like, no, not yet. I'm not going because it's raining. I'm going to start giving my bunch of excuses. And the man said to me, say, come on, come do the something on top of foolishness. And he hold my hand and bring me right back over there.
Wow.
When I went over there and the judges asked me to sing and I sang, they asked for another song and another song. And I'm like, what in the world? What am I doing wrong? Why are these people asking me to sing something else? I didn't understand what was going on. I guess they were just checking to see if it was the only song I sounded good on, or if I would sound good on other songs, or what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And so, trust me, me not beat my chest at all, at anything. But I'm always surprised, you know. I always try to do my best. I'm always very nervous because I don't know who I'm going out there to see. Yeah, and sometimes people just really tough and you're just not good enough. But I just try to present my best at all times.
Yeah, man.
But
It
shy
was...
bad, me shy.
Hey, I couldn't tell on the stage. The audition was the when you had on the ice gold and green outfit. Was that the audition?
The what color outfit?
You know, I'm showing my Rasta vibes right now. Ice gold and green, the red and yellow and green outfit. You had on a shirt.
No,
that wasn't the
No.
audition. Okay, because there's not a lot of video online of it. You know what I mean? After
they
those
keep
years.
taking them down. I don't know what's up with that.
Okay, so yeah, I couldn't find anything, but I remember the blonde hairstyle. I like Shuga was banging from back then.
No man no rough, no man no tough, no man no better than no man. For every man in a Jamaica, it's just a simple man. And if you up for America, use a simple man. You could have fire 16 or you fire M1. You go step a ninja finger, and step a Shabba and step in a him head, and this number one them ball. Boom, 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 out of the channel and first.
So I'm looking at a song, right? Tribute to the I Trees. Can you talk a little bit about that? Is yourself, Judy, Mowatt, and Marcia Griffiths? Matter of fact, before you talk, let me play a little bit of it.
Okay.
This is Shuga with a tribute to the great I Tree, Judy, Mowatt, Marcia Griffiths, and the Rick Mali. Salute, black woman, ooh, black woman, like me you struggled long. You've trod one of life's roughest road. We bear the heaviest load. To be someone to belong, but you're never in your mile on the half furlong. Don't give up now, just pray for strength now. To you I'll dedicate my song. La da 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 da.
I had to go get it. I had to get it.
Fire!
Tribulation, why? What have I done, tribulation?
Pop, pop, pop,
Yes,
pop.
the I am man knows everything, my friend. Aja, who else but Jaja? Forces will fight, they'll be defeated. Mankind unite, too long separated. Walk in Jah light and do Jah will now. Just shining light, prophecy fulfill, yeah. To each his own, to each his own, to everything there is a season.
Yeah.
Sarah Safari knows everything, my friend. A Jaja, who else but Jaja? Say yes, the I am man knows everything, my friend. A Jaja, who else but Jaja? Who
Man,
else but
that's a
Jaja?
banger. You know what I mean? Talk about
I'll
that.
tell you something.
No, go ahead, Uncle.
I'll tell you something. Listening to you on that track with
Right.
those two legends, Marcia Griffiths and Judy Mowatt. To be honest, you fit in. You fit right in with them.
That's exactly what I'm
Thank
saying.
you.
You stole the words, or borrowed. Let's say borrowed, because you're not a thief. The words out of
That's
my
right.
mouth. You know what I mean? Like
I'll give it back to you.
yeah, thank you,
It
brother.
was a great honor. It was a great honor, to sing their songs and to have them be a part of that project. That idea came to me when I was in New York. I was listening to a radio program while I was there. And that particular DJ, he dedicated 30 minutes of his program to playing music from females only. And while I was tuned in, I heard some songs from back in the days, some real boom tune where I know say they could work right now because they're relatable, very much relatable. And so I called my producer, Donovan Germain, Penthouse Records, and I said, Germain, we need to do a tribute to females before my time in the industry, because trust me, them song here, people don't know them, but if we would present them, they would still be beautiful and appreciated. And him say, all right, Claude, in Kosabado. All right. He said, bad, good idea, my girl. Good idea you come with. And so he put these songs together and him said, hey, you know what? Let's do a tribute to the eye trees. And I said, wow, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. And that's how we came forward with this tribute.
Wow, so it was your idea from the jump.
Yeah, man, it was both our ideas.
No, it was yours first, man. Take your credit. You brought the idea to it.
Yeah. But then he put the perfect songs together.
Okay, all right. I feel you. But how was it working? Did y'all record in the studio together?
Yes, we did. We did harmonies together. Trust me, I felt like I was a part of the I trees. Well, look at
You
most
sound like you would.
the I4s.
Should I put you in the Bob Marley movie, man?
Judy Mowatt was in studio and we cried together because the energy was so beautiful. We hugged and she said, listen to me, young girl. It is your season. I remember when I sang the song Black Woman and she started to share her experience and what she was going through at the time.
Right.
You know, and everything was just aligned and connecting. And from there, I made 2 new friends. You know, when I'm in Kingston, I can call Judy and say, Judy, I'm passing through Kingston. Can I come and spend the night? And she say, yeah, man, come. You can come stay in Shima room. I'm gone to town, gonna sleep over Auntie Judy.
Nice.
Yeah? Me do over Marcia Griffiths have a drink of Bailey's. You know?
That's a drink. That's beautiful though, because you don't find a lot of the younger females paying tribute. You know what I mean? Because as we all know, no tree grows without roots.
That is it.
No trees grows from the branches. You know what I mean? There are roots to everything. And it's a beautiful thing to see you pay tribute to the legends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, and sometimes I know where the seed plant,
True.
because the root travel.
True.
Road travel, and we pass through different situations, because one thing Auntie Marcia shared with me that like I didn't make any money.
Right.
Never make any money in her time when she had do that. You
Right.
understand? She never knew what was gonna happen. She got a lot of opportunity because of course she sang with Bob Marley and they toured the world and all of that. But at the end of the day, the route is traveling, and people are paying respect to her because she a real reggae royalty. She's the queen of reggae music, and we can't do nothing less than give her her flowers. Tanya Stephens would say it's springtime every day when it come out to Marcia Griffiths, because she deserves her flowers, and that is true.
I was speaking of Tanya Stephens, right? I was telling Uncle L on the show Saturday, and I was like, man, I'm going to reach out to Tanya Stephens because she's really political nowadays. I just want to talk to her, man. She seemed like such a cool, down-to-earth, but real person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's going to say what's on her mind.
Yeah.
And she don't agree with you. She will disagree and she'll debate, but she's going to say what's on her mind, and that's what I love about her.
You have to
keep it
that.
real, not a yes girl who is just gonna say yes because everybody else is saying yes. No, man. She's gonna find a point. If it's debatable, then that's gonna happen.
Nice.
Right.
Look, hey, a fair warning. When you talk to her, be ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Uncle.
So speaking of legends, obviously you talk about working with Donovan Germain, and I've kind of seen that you've been working with him for a lot of your career.
Yeah.
And so obviously, can you talk about that, the connection that you guys have as a producer and an artist, and how that's grown, and how it is working with him, and how that connection works.
We're past artist, management, producer stage. We passed that. We're family now.
Nice.
It's very deep, very, very deep. Like, I can call him and we talk about my husband. We go to his house and put on some nice salmon. He can cook,
Ah.
Okay.
Don't say that, because you make me feel like I visit him right now. We put on some nice food and we eat and we sit down and we talk about the kids and his he has a grandson and stuff like that. So we pass music, and he wants the best for me.
Right.
He wants to see me succeed, and trust me, the love is real. When we started, of course, the beginning of everything is always the hardest part. Just
True.
understanding the person and how to work with the person and all of that. Because there was one point I left.
I didn't know that.
I stepped away from Pintos because I said, look, man, I go along with the year and this thing, it's not taking off the way I expected it would have. And I'm being pressured because when I walk in the street, people, they start saying, we voted for you, we need to hear your music, we're not hearing it, and I'm working so hard. And, but Germain is a very realistic person, and he was working to build me up, to create a catalog, but I was seeing other people putting out music and they're getting instant hits, and of course I'm jealous and cross because some of the talent. I'm not hype, but it's the truth. You play music and you hear a lot of foolishness.
A lot.
But people love it. People love it, and you hear it every minute. You'll be like, what the hell? Why they keep playing this song and it's not produced properly? And you sit in studio, you spend hours, you pay musicians to prepare proper production and thing, and you're not getting the same love. So of course that hurts, and I was very hurt. And so take it out, Panama, I just walk out, I just left because I say I feel your fault. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. And a lot of people was saying the same thing. But, you know, when I stepped out, I realized that everybody who had something to say, they have zero contribution to the music, to me. They have never done anything for the music, you know? They just have a whole heap to say. And I realized that that was a bad decision. I made a bad decision. And so I went back home. I apologized to my father. I'm tell him, say, listen, because we're real, you know. We're very real. And I take accountability, you know, for if I'm wrong, I'm not afraid, because me and you, we can be having a conversation here and what you're saying is correct. But if I think I am correct, I'm holding on to that. But maybe after I step away, I really start viewing your point, and I'll call back and say, hey, you know, you're right.
That's me too.
You're right. You're right. You know, we never see it the way there, because this is the way. Because there are many perspectives. You understand? Right. And you have to understand you're not alone in the world. Other people there too, and them view things from them perspective. Suppose the person here I got you hell. You know, I try to get a job and there is nothing. Nothing, you know, and him decide, say, him want to go thief. Me have him as a thief, you know, but him have himself as a provider, because him have him baby and me yard where him want to feed. That does not deny the fact that he's still a thief, but him, I view it from his perspective and not mine.
Right.
Like, it's do or die for me. I have to make sure that I get this medication for my mother or whatever. So it's just life, things happen, but it's great when you can take accountability. Yeah.
That's what's up. That is what's up, man. Most people in life, I believe, can't do that. And I think that's growth though, right? That's growth.
Man,
Yeah.
It's truly growth. And when I went and apologized to Germain, him open him arms and take me in like him know him, say, yeah man, let's go. And immediately, and trust me, sometimes obstacles, them just make you stronger, and it build a firmer relationship between me and him. Because I know that he trusts me 100% right now, and him knows that me grow past certain things, so I'm not gonna make the same decisions, and you know, my mentality has grown.
Nice.
Right.
So he understands where I am. And we both understand. Like, everything I discuss it with him. I don't go and tell it to a friend, for a friend who has never done anything in music to come and tell me, you know, oh, you know, say, so you don't know anything. You don't know the ins. You need to go back on your farm, or if you're a chef, whatever you do that. That's what you know about. Let us do this. You have an idea, but that ideas aren't, opinions aren't facts. Mm-hmm. You know, and the fact
Opinions
is,
are not facts. True.
Yeah, man, they are not. And everybody has one. Everybody has an opinion, but it's not the fact. The fact is, everything, there's a process, and we just have to do that. And that's where I am. Still processing.
Nice. Now, we're going to talk about the new single in a minute, but it's another song you did recently that I really, really like. You know, we love Doctor. We played on the show all the time, but this one right here, and it's a different vibe too. So let me just play it and talk about it after I play it.
Okay.
May I go and hold it? Them think it's easy. Give me a rhythm, make me chat in a man, cause me have couple things for address in a man. Right now me no care, cause me right, me no wrong. Only who feels it knows. Mama,
yo, pull up that tune one time. Sugar, that tune there bad. Yo.
May I go and hold it? Them think it's easy. Give me a rhythm, make me chat in a man, cause me have couple things for address in a man. Right now me no care, cause me right, me no wrong. Only who feels it knows. Mama said by the sweat of your brow you shall eat in a man. So me travel from St. James straight to Kingston. Independent and me have ambition, cause me know some future bright in a man. When Rising Star 2009, Every day since then, me dip on the grind. Donovan tell me to wait for my time, but me a big woman and me have my kids on my mind. School I figure, school fee I fi find. White squall can't bite my youth at lunchtime. Real survivor, now turn up in a line and chop 10 and sit down like me a waste time. Me put my muscle in, want elevate cause me tired of the struggling. Positivity get kicked out of the juggling. Before me turn freak or rather try out some muscling. Hey, but you call the driver. Driver, such a story. They can't change my destiny. If I fail, if I succeed, I won't lose my dignity. In this sojourner story, I'm so inspired to be me. You're trying out successfully. I won't lose my dignity. Big up my foundation, people. You show love, so I'm keeping it real too. Good Samaritan, them what give me shelter. Me grateful cause me never for both. Hey Tanya Stephens, you give me my first flight. Revolution tour, open my eyesight. The fancy, the glory, them highlight the bright light. Them never see when we stress out under frostlight. Marcia Griffiths, queen, me emulate you. And Donovan Germain, you know me rate you. No for them I wonder if me really never date you. Chat all kind of things, but you never pass your place up. Alright, my name Shuga, me not start no fuss. Not chase, no clout, and me no cuss. But nowadays you have to do the wrong thing, them for bust. And if you really want trend, you can't stay conscious. You have to follow the agenda, lose your focus. Fall in line and you will get a plus. Not me. In this sojourner story, they can't change my destiny. If I fail, if I succeed, I won't lose my dignity. In this sojourner story, I'm so inspired to be me. You're trying out
I love that tune. It's almost like you told the story of life in the song.
Mm-hmm. Almost like we didn't have to do the interview.
You know what I mean? We could have played that, played the song in the front and just say, "Hi," you know. Uncle Ed, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna tell no lie, cause see tonight's song, you know.
For real, you know, because everything you said is in the song. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I like you that you use that Lauryn Hill track. And then your flow, it just show a different side of Shuga too. Like, yo, you remember them bedroom Punisher days? Like, come on, man, I'll flow with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a beautiful track. All right, I'll let Uncle L talk about the new single, and then we'll let you go because we can go for hours and hours, and we can talk all day. and I see that you can talk too, which is a good thing. But go ahead,
Very good thing, very good. And you could flow too.
Yeah,
you could flow too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, I mean, I definitely, I think the story I hear from you is growth, you know, in terms of taking it from performing in hotels to being on tour to Rising Stars to, you know, finding your place in the industry. So obviously that place has taken you to the new music and the big tune that we've been busting, that Neil mentioned, Love Doctor. Talk about that song, like, what was the inspiration for it, and you know, and how that came about?
That song, Love Doctor, the inspiration behind that was a true story. So before he became my husband, he was my boyfriend, my male friend. The man start get blush and pink now. He's the one who truly encouraged me to go back to Penthouse. He said, "Go back to Penthouse. Are you crazy? Why would you?" And he thinks he's a logical person, you know. So he had me like high. Like everything he said, it was like just beautiful because he's a logical person, and he had we make good conversations, and it's just so awesome. But he was living overseas and I was in Jamaica. So I would see him when I come up here or if he comes to Jamaica. But you know, this long distance thing, it no work out. Not for a girl like me. I need to see my boo. And so we had this telephone love conversation going on, and I would say to him, like, listen, you must be seeing somebody else over there because we haven't seen each other for a while, and you know, stuff like that. You know, women, we are jealous. I am jealous. even if there's nobody in the picture, I will make trouble just so you can tell that, listen, she needs some attention. And I'm gonna make that clear. I need some attention. I need you. Stuff like that's just me, you know.
Real.
And so he would say to me, you know what's wrong with you? You need some medicine. And we would laugh about it because he's so funny. We would laugh about it. And so I wrote him just a part of the song because it wasn't complete. It was just trouble, me making trouble. And I sent him, I think, the chorus. I'm calling for the love doctor, cause tonight I need some healing. I said that to him over the weekend. And trust me, Monday morning, great surprise. He was at my house in Jamaica.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, man. So I was like, oh my God. Wow. It was so awesome. And so I was encouraged when I shared that story at the studio, because I tell Germain everything, you know, I tell him and he laugh and he say, you know, easy, you know, do it, man, do it. So we just did that on the boxing around with him. And, you know, I was in Jamaica working on my album because, of course, you guys, if you didn't know, I'm working on an album to be distributed by VP Records.
Nice.
Produced by Pentos. And it's a full reggae project. And I look forward to sharing this body of work with you guys.
When's it coming out?
With time. Huh?
When's it coming out?
We don't have a date yet because we have to be realistic. You know, we have to be realistic. We're trying to build from the ground up. Even though I'm an artist who I've been out for a while, the streams are not great. And so we're trying to build on that, you know? We're trying to build on that. We're not vexed. We're not vexed because we know it's a process.
Right.
And we watch what is happening. So if we put something out and we see that, okay, last month you had 10 followers and then this month you have 50, then that means something is happening.
Right.
And we keep watching and we see that. But what we really want to do is we want to build so that when we put this body of work out, we are actually putting it out to an audience, you know, people who are actually looking. We don't want to just put a body of work out there to Supa Neil. Yes, you understand me? I say?
Yeah.
Because Supa Neil supports Shuga. Just say, all right, you know, me send the album here, go get Supa Neil. We want more people on board.
Right.
So we're taking our time. We wanted to release the album in early next year, but we haven't decided on a date yet. But you'll know because when I say it already, you know, when I say I can't chat, so you know me I go chat.
Exactly. Exactly. And here's what we will do. And for the artists that we interview, because we pick certain artists to interview for a reason, right? We like the vibe. We like people who, and I kind of figured this about you, but I didn't know you're so transparent and so real. You know what I mean? Which makes us as a team want to support you more. Right? So we just did it for Iotosh this past Saturday. We will feature the whole album. And what we did, we took the conversation and broke it up. And in between the songs, we played the conversation. You know what I mean? And we featured this whole EP from all the songs. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. So we'll record it. We'll record it too.
Believe me, it's a beautiful body of work. And if we look and we see in the space where we need to, you know, readjust and probably create something else that we think will create even a greater impact, then we're gonna do that because we are musicians, artists and musicians, and that's what we do. I also big up, you know, because many times we big up the DJs, we big up the artists, but we not big up the musicians. Yeah. And without them, we wouldn't have this beautiful music because these songs, we use live instruments. So it's not no computer reading where somebody just come and touch something and go. So we big up them people there too, but you know, big up the musicians with the great talent who really put together these songs and really interpret what we are trying to bring forward. and help this vision to be so much clearer. You know, we appreciate the musicians very much.
Yeah, man. Well, Shuga, we appreciate you. We'll get into the single, but I appreciate you for being you. I appreciate you for being so transparent, so real. This was an awesome interview. I'm talking
It
about.
was a true conversation.
Yeah. I'm still in that, bro. I'm still in that. You know what I mean? Did we miss
True conversation.
Yeah.
What you said?
True conversation, brother. Yeah, I'm
It
still
was a
in
true
that.
conversation. No con in it.
No.
Real.
All right.
Oh, wait. I got my notepad. I'm writing that down.
Right
now.
Make sure you give them a credit.
Yeah.
Always.
Look.
Shuga say that.
Shuga. Oh, Shuga say that / Shuga say that.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? Blesses
It's a
my
true
sister.
conversation.
Did we miss anything? Any information you want to get out? Of course, let us know how people can get in touch with you. But
Yeah, man, definitely. My music is available on all digital platforms, so you can stream away. My music is on Spotify. Yeah, man. If you're listening and you have a playlist, add it to your playlist. It's a good vibe. I listen to it when I'm in the house cooking, washing up the plates, when I'm in my bathroom taking a shower. Good vibe. It gives you a good vibe, nice vibe, and my social media handle is Shuga Music, SHUGA Music. I have to spell my sugar extra sweet.
nice.
SHUGA. That's a sweet sugar. Shuga Music. So put them together, and that's my social media handle, Shuga Music, on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. Yeah. And just one love. Stay tuned. There's so much more to come. Don't give up on your girl. Your girl, don't give up on music, and trust me. As I keep going, it keeps getting better. All right? So let's get better together, and we build the army here, because trust me, reggae music lives.
Reggae music lives. Okay,
Real.
do me a favor, right? I'm about to play Love Doctor, but give it like a Shuga intro before I press play.
I'm calling for the love doctor, 'cause tonight I need some healing. I've got to see the love doctor, whoa, 'cause right now I'm in my feelings. You don't know your girl Shuga this live.
Bless up my sister, not my love. You know what I mean?
One love, my brother.
Big respect.
Please call the physician for me. Tonight I need fixing, me feel lonely. I want some loving and my bed is empty. Me need my medicine right away. Boy, write a prescription for me. I need effective
Wait.
treat me slowly. Can't do without my dependency. I need your touch every day. Boy, I'm calling for the love doctor. 'Cause tonight I need some healing. I've got to see the love doctor. Oh, boy. 'Cause right now I'm in my feelings. Well, I'm tired and sick of love songs. Been hugging up my pillows for too long. My body's craving some good loving. Someone to compliment my mood when it's raining. I don't wanna be lonely. Hey, Mr. Layatane, I need my specialist to sort me out. Ooh, I'm calling on the love doctor.
Products of the love
'Cause
doctor.
tonight I
Hey! What's up, bro?
need the love doctor. Oh, boy. 'Cause right now I'm in my feelings. Please call the physician for me. Tonight I need fixing, me feel lonely. I want some loving and my bed is empty. I need my medicine right away. Boy, Write a prescription for me. I need effective care, come treat me slowly. Can't do without my dependency. I need your touch every day, boy. I'm calling for the love doctor, love doctor. 'Cause tonight I need some healing. I've got to see the love doctor, oh boy. 'Cause right now I'm in my feelings.
Shuga, it was a pleasure, my sister. Nothing but love, you know what I mean? Heart to love and blessings. Thank you for this conversation. Oh, wait. Thank you for the true conversation.
That is it.
That is
Anytime,
it.
anytime. We're family now, you know, so
Yeah.
you can reach out anytime.
All
All
Big
right.
respect.
Blessings, DJ
Uncle L.
Uncle L.
Yeah.
And so, to all of the listeners, enough love to you guys. It's a blessing, you know? It's a blessing to be on this journey, and I'm grateful. What good.
Yeah, man. One love.
Yeah.
Respect.
Respect to you.